Alright, boys. Today, simple topic, bro. I feel like no real trading YouTuber talks about it, and I just feel like no one really talks about it. About the fact that you are wasting your life, right? Your life has so much purpose to it, your life has so much meaning to it. There's so much things that you could be doing with your life, and instead, most of our generation sits around and doom scrolls all day, or sits around and, frankly, it doesn't take that much to be successful in today's generation. Successful, sorry, I meant my bad. But it doesn't take that much to be successful in today's generation, and that's a really scary thing, but it's also a really good thing for us, right? Bro, you could putting in 3 to 4 hours of work a day as like a high schooler or even like a college kid, like on things you're working on the side, makes you more productive than the average teenager. The average teenager has a screen time of about 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm talking about an average teenager in America, obviously. But the average teenager in America has a screen time of about 8 to 12 hours a day. Meaning that we are literally wasting our lives on like devices like this. This device right here, this phone right here. Like people waste so much time on your phone where it just provokes so much dopamine that you won't feel the need to do anything else and you still feel productive while you're on your phone because like for every 20 bad videos that you see, you'll see one cool video that like maybe teaches you a new fact about giraffes or a new fact about health or something that makes you feel like what you're doing is productive when it's really not. Like, and I feel like it's not talked about enough, like how many teenagers are wasting their life, and that they need to find some passion or something to do. And your passion don't need to be nothing crazy. It doesn't need to be anything that makes money, bro. If your passion is playing the piano, go ahead and play the piano for at least 2 hours a day. If your passion is building a business, go ahead and build your business. If your passion is to make music, sit down, download FL Studio, and make some beats, bro. That's more. That's all of those things are more productive than sitting on a phone all day. That shit is genuinely like detrimental to your life, and people don't realize that. People don't realize like how much time you spend just scrolling and consuming meaningless content. Like think about it. Half the time you'll just see like some fucking meme, bro. Or half the time it'll be something about celebrities, but like I don't think that like people should really be that like focused on social media. It's not the end of the world. I'm saying this while I'm posting this on social media. You're wasting your life. Not even that, bro. Playing the game and shit. Like, bro, I'm not trying to sit here and sound like a dude who's up here. Cause like literally, like I'm literally playing God of War right now. But I play that shit for maybe 20 minutes a day. Right? I'll scroll on TikTok and Instagram Reels combined for maybe 30 minutes a day. I'll watch anime for maybe an hour a day. So my entertainment as an 18-year-old is like an hour to 2 hours a day. And that's only because I'm second semester. I'm not studying for anything right now. So 2 hours a day, right? And the rest of the time I just used to work, right? And it's like I feel like this generation, and I'm not saying this in like no sort of way, but I just feel like the generation, our generation specifically, does no hard work. Like, yeah, maybe like most of us probably go to the gym or play a sport or something like that, but like no, or at least in like the area that I live in, most of my friends don't really have jobs. Most of like, oh fuck, most of the people around me like they don't really have jobs. And I feel like most of the people, not even saying relating to me, most of the people that are like the age where we're using a cell phone, they are genuinely like wasting their time on this earth. I'm not at like there's so many more productive things to do than to just sit on a phone or sit inside or like watch something all day. Like there's so much to explore. Like life is just more than just being on the phone, consuming social media, like eating junk food, just and like it even gets worse than that. Like some people aren't even like addicted to social media like that, but they just spend their time like in doing useless shit, like hanging out with the boys all day or like just doing bullshit all day where you don't really need to be doing that. I'd say for most teenagers, pick up one passion. One passion. For that for me it was trading in stocks. And it's not even like I'm like really like slogging around here. Like bro, y'all see the videos. Like I really do jack shit all day. Like I'm watching like hella anime, like I'm doing literally jack shit all day. But but for the last 2 to 3 years, I've focused 2 to 3 hours of my day just on trading. Now it's cut down to about an hour, but in the past it used to be 2 to 3 hours when I was trying to learn this. And that's what really like reset my dopamine receptors to the point where I wasn't really consuming social media. I was learning like okay, the only social media that I was consuming was YouTube. I was learning how to trade off of YouTube, and I was taking like notes on top of notes on Google Docs on like my entire time was like productive. Like I would sit there, and this is like when I was trying to like really make something of myself. I would sit there, I would take notes on these like trading shit, and then I would sit and like read books about psychology. And like, I mean, obviously, I would still be on like TikTok or like watching shows or like something like that. But like, also at the time being, I was also like actively trading, learning trading, like all the things. And that's what it comes when you actually like have a passion that you really, really care about, right? Whether it be trading, whether it be like the fucking piano, like I said, whether it be like writing books, whether it be playing basketball, all these things you can, if you're happy with doing it, you can dedicate your entire life to doing it and you don't feel like you do any work. That's really why I feel like I do jack shit all day, because I love trading. It feels like fun. Like to me, being able to be on the charts and find out if you're right or wrong based on technical analysis while listening to music that you like listening to, while being in the comfort of your room, wearing a fucking thrifted t-shirt and pajamas, like that's to me, that's fun. Going to the gym is fun to me. Like these things that I do that's productive is really just fun to me. And that's why I feel like I don't do anything all day. And that's why that's the way that y'all should feel when like the reason that people feel like they're doing so much hard work is because they're doing work that they don't want to do. Obviously, when you're in school, you feel like you're doing much hard work because no one wants to go to school. But if you're doing a passion on the side, you won't feel like you're doing work after school. You'll feel like you're just genuinely doing something that you enjoy. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why my thing is like basketball. Most of the basketball players who are on the high school basketball team who play basketball for hours in AAU outside of school, who play basketball for like at the park and shit, at the local rec center, none of them feel like they're like doing hard work. Maybe their muscles will be tired after every workout, but they don't feel like they're doing hard work because they're laughing and shit. Because that's what they love to do. They love to hoop. Like it's really the same thing. Like all right, for example, the dudes on Instagram who love making clothes and shit. That's that's their passion. They feel happy doing that. You don't feel like you're doing work. So if you want to go away from wasting your time, pick up a passion. And honestly, for the time being, you could really pick up any passion, right? It doesn't have to be like the passion for you. Like before trading, I had so many like other things. I was trying to be an entrepreneur. So I would sit there. First, I started with social media marketing, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, reselling, all these like weird internet things that seemed like hella hard work to me because I didn't like them. Then when I found trading, I found it really, really fun. And that's how I got away from like the time that I used to spend like scrolling on TikTok. And even now, like I have these like dopamine apps. These like dopamine detox apps that like every time that I open an app, it like takes like 30 seconds to load to like really calm down the dopamine receptors. Another way is meditating. All these things just get you away from wasting your life, right? God didn't, or I don't know if I should really say God because I'm religious, but maybe some of my audience aren't religious, and that's completely okay. But from my perspective, God didn't put us on this planet for us to just sit here and look into a screen all day. There's more to life than that. While this may be the way that I bring income, or this might be the way that I pay for the things that I want to do in life, I honestly don't sit here all day. Like right now the time is like 4 p.m., right? I went to the gym at like maybe 1. I came home at 3 after going to the store. I'm probably going to be home for another hour just finishing up some work, and then I'm going to go out again and hang out with my friends. Like God put us on the planet to do more than just sit at home and stare at a screen all day, so don't waste your life doing that. Find things that you really enjoy. I mean, I know people who enjoy like there's like computer engineering, like there's so many things like that you can personally enjoy. And entertainment is a form that you can enjoy, but I'm talking about like actual things, like actual meaningful items, like things that could bring you value, not just like just listening to music and like fucking driving and shit. Like that's cool, but find like a passion that you can actually like maybe potentially create a career for yourself out of it. And I don't know, man. I just feel like I needed to make this video because like I see this daily, not even in the people that I'm around, but I see this on social media itself. Like if you ever like scroll on TikTok, bro, just think about the amount of likes that people have on TikTok. 100K likes, million likes, billion views. Like that shit's insane. The entire generation is just sitting on this fucking phone and scrolling all day. That shit can't be good for your health. On top of it, it's like a huge Like it's all connected, bro. Think about how many social media apps there are. There's Reddit, there's Twitter, there's uh YouTube, there's TikTok, Instagram, fucking Snapchat. Like I can keep going on and on and on about like there's so much social media out there. There's so much to consume. So when you sit here for hours, you still feel like you haven't cracked the surface because honestly you haven't. Think about how many websites there are, how many fucking apps there are, how like all of this is designed to just like really just like keep you from. I mean, I'm not saying this in like a conspiracy theorist way. I'm just saying that the way that these apps make money is the longer that you stay on their apps. That's how they're literally designed. They're designed to keep you hooked onto the apps so that they can make money. It's a business. So when you start to realize that, that's when you stop like just sitting there and like fucking just scrolling, bro. Cause like, bro, you gain actually no value from it. I'm like, again, I keep saying it that I'm not saying this from like a point where I feel like I'm better than everyone else who scrolls. Cause honestly, I do the same thing. But like, I realize it as I'm scrolling that this is bringing no value to me. I'm literally just doing it for entertainment, right? But when you make it like such a huge part of your life, it like it just like people who are like chronically online, who knows like every little thing with like every celebrity or like anything that's going on, like like what are you doing? Why do you know like so much about celebrities? Why are you in social media so much? Like it brings you no value in your life. Just like sit there for a second and just like all right, maybe pull up like an auto scroller or some shit and just sit back and think like what am I actually watching? Or like even them dudes who be in like them Twitch streams all day, like Aiden Ross and DDG streams, like typing like yo www. Like what are you doing, bro? You're wasting your life. Do you think like you were put onto this planet, you won the seed race, you were put onto this planet to sit at your fucking desk at 8 p.m. on a Friday night as a 19-year-old and fucking type www in DDG's chat because DDG is like, I don't know, like hanging out with like fucking Neon or some shit. Like you're like you weren't put on this planet to do something like that. You were put on this planet to figure out what your passion is and to live that passion and to like genuinely enjoy your life. And like most people who do stuff like that don't enjoy their life. You can't tell me that you literally wake up every single day. As soon as you wake up at fucking like 1 p.m. Like you wake up, you drink an energy drink, you fucking scroll on TikTok for 3 hours, you DoorDash some McDonald's, you eat the fucking McDonald's, and then you just scroll all fucking day long. Your productive thing is like getting on Call of Duty with the boys. Then you get back to scrolling, you eat your dinner, and you stay up till like fucking 3 a.m. and you do it all over again. You can't tell me that you find that productive. You can't tell me that you enjoy that sort of life. Like I enjoy it more like when I'm actually working sometimes than even scrolling. Because scrolling gets so boring after a point, like when you realize that it's kind of pointless. Right? And I'm saying this as someone who's like low key dedicating a lot of his time to making content for people to scroll on. Like I want people to watch my shit. It's better for me if y'all watch my shit. But then also I'm at this point where I want to give advice how y'all can better y'all's lives, not even as traders, but just as people. And one of the things is scrolling. And from the trader perspective of view, right? You can't just scroll, bro, and like sit there and like watch. Like even if your page is all about day trading, you see PB trades, AB trades, fucking Salmon, TJR. Like if that's just your page and you're just looking at shit like that, you're still not like getting better. Like if anything, you're losing your talent. You're not really learning how to trade. You're just watching them like make videos to hook you on so that they can make more money. So think about it from that point of view, and then it just becomes like, why am I doing this? Even with trading, even with like really like anything, there's no like real value that you get from it. And low key, I just feel like I'm repeating myself, but I really want to get this point across to y'all that there's no value from scrolling. You get nothing. You don't become like smarter. You don't become like I don't know. You just really don't gain anything from these like dopamine hits. And it's just better to just like sit here and just work on yourself and just keep working and keep working and keep working and hang out with your friends. Because like if you really feel like you need a break, go and hang out with your friends. That like you have someone else to talk to versus just looking at a phone. You can get like actual realistic perspectives. Like I'm not trying to sit here and sound like a smart dude because I'm really not. I'm not that smart. But like if you just like what I'm saying is if you just sit back and think for a second, like you can just tell that all this is just ruining your life. All these bad habits are just ruining your life. Like social media, for example, fast food, like all this like new consumerism type of things where everything is so fast paced and dopamine and like all that shit is just ruining your life and you're wasting your time on this planet, bro. Like think about like what are you gonna tell your kids when you're like 30? Are you gonna tell your kids, oh yeah, when I was 17, man, Man, oh man, I was having a blast scrolling on Instagram Reels, man. I saw this video, I saw this video. Man, I even saw like Bruce drop him off and Kai Snap beef like while it was happening in real time. Like, is that what you're gonna tell your kids? Or are you gonna sit here and tell your kids, yeah, I started this business in the field, I started this business in the field, I started this in the field, I went to the gym, um, like this crazy ass thing happened with me and my boys. Like those are like the sort of moments that you want to have with your family, like when you grow up. Not like, oh shit, I was like just like scrolling and shit, and like just sit back and think about it. I don't really have much else to say. I just want to give y'all some motivation for the Saturday afternoon. I appreciate y'all, and y'all boys have a good one.